to the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of October 25th, 2021. I'm Nicole Erdix, and I'm here with Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
And Terry Morrow.
Hello.
Every week we chat about the things that parents are talking about, complaining about, and obsessing about right now. This week we're complaining about fundraisers and obsessing about Halloween decorations. We also take a couple of breaks for an entertainment discussion and a recommendation roundup. Today we are talking about parenting jinxes. Catherine, I don't want to jinx this conversation, so I'm just going to hand it over to you.
Well, when we were discussing what we were going to talk about this during this recording, I was saying how I had a little bit of I felt like I had a parenting win, but I was afraid to bring it up because, that might be the end of it. It could just get jinxed. And Terry agreed that it would be a bad idea.
I have been burned by doing the end zone dance with the parenting win and then having the football hit you in the face. So,
so we were just going to talk about, do you feel this way? Do you avoid sort of bragging about or even mentioning, good things that happen because you're afraid that everything will go poof if you do that. Or it could also be in things like, I'm not going to invest in that, the really expensive violin or, pair of skis or whatever it is, because that could be the beginning of the end.
Right. So. Yes. Nothing makes your kid less interested in an expensive item than actually receiving it.
Unless it's an iPhone.
That's true. But then it's never as good as the iPhone their friend has. So you're best off waiting and then just constantly telling, I'm going to get you the good one, the really good one, the next big expensive one. And then when the next big expensive one comes out, you say, well, but this is old news already. We're going to go for the next one. In the meantime, use your iPhone 5 and enjoy it.
Your iPhone 5. Oh, boy.
See, I'm a little bit superstitious, and I try not to get ahead of myself. Get excited about things.
It's hard not to.
It's hard because, like, in the context of this thing that I'm not going to mention, I feel like I want to praise the child for their part in it. And, that whole positive reinforcement thing.
Yes.
But if I do that, would that be considered a jinx?
Right.
If it's just between the two of us.
Yeah.
Because, that's like a big thing that everyone says you should be doing is positive reinforcement. Yes. Noticing the good behavior.
Right. Yeah. Well, there's both the jinx thing, which is superstitious and nobody wants to really admit to. And there's also if your kid knows they're making you happy with something, does that make the something less attractive to them? Part of it.
Right.
Oh, I didn't do that. You think that was good, Mom?
I did that.
That's right. This must not be cool, whatever it is I'm doing. Let me check again.
Need to stop that post haste. Yeah.
That is definitely a real thing.
I think that's what I'm kind of thinking about right now. Like, how do I respond to this?
Right.
In a way that will make sure that it continues.
Yes, that is the secret. I think we jinx ourselves sometimes by being over-invested in things that really are a concern. The kid needs to be happy about it. And then if we're happy about it too, we sometimes kind of steal their joy or step on it a little bit, and then it's all about us. And that's boring. But it's hard because, when something good happens, you want to, shout it and get a little credit yourself. Look at the great thing my kid did. You put on Facebook and then everybody gives you thumbs up. It's awesome. But then, yes.
is this something that you don't like could happen again, or it might not happen again, or like could you be celebratory after the fact, or it's already happened and you're hoping it'll happen again?
It would be nice if it were ongoing.
Okay. But you don't want to jinx that. It's like,
so that's
it's like when they clean their room on a Saturday without you asking.
Right.
And then you're like, woohoo, my kid cleaned their room, and then they never do again.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Sucker.
Okay. I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
so I don't know.
Yeah. That's tricky. I never know what to do, but I do always think about it. And I feel bad being superstitious because, I try to be a good Catholic and I don't think we run with that stuff. So I just try to say prayers all the time. I say, thank you. Just feeling really good about this. Thank you so much. Just would be nice if it continued, but thy will be done. Amen.
What about rather than being like, oh, that's amazing. You did a great job. This is wonderful. Good for you. What about if you just went and said, thank you for doing that?
Yeah.
That I appreciate that, or something along those lines. And
then get out quick.
Has to be real low key for sure.
Low key.
Yes.
Yeah. We used to do like behavior charts. I had a very complex system of charts, which is why it didn't last for very long. But, they would be taped up on a wall by the kitchen. And then at the end of the day, we would just review the day and they would get credits for things that were yays and, not credits for things that didn't quite work out. And it was kind of dispassionate, but there still was a reward.
Yeah.
So, I didn't have my cheerleading outfit on for each little thing, but it was a nice way to credit things. But that sort of thing takes way too much effort. So it's not sustainable over the long run unless you are way more organized than me. But it worked so well while I could do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and it was, everybody knew at the end of the day, you were going to have this
moment of reckoning,
polite reckoning. Yes. And, so there was no emotion with it.
Yeah.
And so that seemed to work very well while it lasted.
Exactly.
And nobody said, yay, Mom, good job. Excellent. We love that you do this. Maybe it would have lasted longer.
We love your parenting technique. It is so good.
Nobody ever does that, not so much with the pats on the back for Mom, but it's okay.
Yeah, I just maybe because my kids are like older and just kind of, we live with certain issues and I just don't get my hopes up.
You get to a certain phase in their lives where you don't get your hopes up.
So if they do clean their room, I'm not gonna, not saying, oh, great. I'll, be excited in my head, but I'm not,
right.
Not because I feel like I'm going to jinx it. It's because I know it's not going to happen again.
You can just jump on a Facebook message and say, hey, my kid did this. Celebrate with me quietly.
Right.
But not actually share it with the young person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would. I mean, I do thank my kids when they do things that are helpful and try to praise them and stuff. But I do sometimes get the eye roll from my daughter. Like, yeah, I know why you're saying that. I'm on to you, old lady.
Right.
You can't buy me that cheap. So my son just mostly ignores it. So it's either way. I don't know. I would like, and we need to flip it. And instead of saying, I mean, if our kids say nice things about us, does that jinx it?
Yeah, I don't know. But if you notice them saying it, that does.
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
Yeah. It would make me feel good, and that can't last. But,
it's like just there's no
One of the many snares and pitfalls of parenting, ladies and gentlemen. You can't even be happy without worrying about it. Well, we can always come here and talk about it on the podcast, right? That doesn't jinx stuff. Well, no, apparently it did because Catherine didn't want to talk about it. So. Everybody now, all our listeners, let's just think of something great that happens that we would like to shout out, but we're not gonna, but all of us will appreciate one another and go, yay, you. Mm-hmm. And that will be it for today's round 1. Tune in tomorrow for our entertainment-themed round 2 and later in the week to find out what we're complaining about, obsessing about, and recommending right now. We're always interested in what you have to say, so drop us a comment on our website, our Facebook page, or Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.